Hello, happy Sunday, and we are live. Hi everyone, my name is Anuswa Mahajan, and I am back in our Follow Your Dreams group to with yet another interview of one of our team members who lives in Australia, and she's a mom and she's a working professional as well. So, without further ado, let's connect with Priya. Let me add her. Hello, Priya.
Hi,
Hi.
Nisha. Hi. Hi.
How,
It's a good morning for you, right?
yeah, it's morning.
Yeah.
It's morning, and it's good evening for you
Good.
in
Yeah, it's
Australia.
like it's good evening. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for
But
having me here.
I can still see some light outside. So is it because
Yeah. It's
is
a
it summertime
summer.
there?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
It's always opposite. You have winter and we
Winter.
have summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for accepting my invite and coming on board to share your entrepreneurial journey and inspire other people who have joined this group to know more about this digital business and take the next steps basically. So without further ado, let's begin with the questions. Okay, so let me ask you the first question. Um, just a second. So yeah. So first question is, introduce yourself and why did you start this business?
Sure. So first of all, thank you for having me here. It's my pleasure that I can come here and share my journey with other, and maybe I can inspire other to achieve what they wanted to achieve from their life. That's how I came here. Somebody has inspired me, and look, today I'm here. So yes, to introduce myself, as you can say, my daughter is also here with me in the interview. So I'm a mom, I'm a wife uh, of one toddler. That's more than enough. So yes, I'm a wife, I'm a mom. I'm also working in I basically I'm from corporate, but I recently joined accounting firm. So it's not a long ago. Uh, I'm sorry, Liza. I'm sorry.
That's
Oh, she
fine.
wants to go.
I have a 2-year-old, so I know
Yeah.
how difficult it can get sometimes. So
Yes.
absolutely
So
fine.
I recently joined the accounting firm. So I jumped into different field to explore and to answer your question, why did I started this business? So like any other mom, and you mentioned you have a toddler. As you know, like I became mom in COVID.
Same
So
here. Same
yeah,
here.
so she was born in COVID, and nothing went as planned. My mom was supposed to come and fly. I took a 6 month maternity leave, so I was pretty much was about to start straight away after 6 months, but nothing went as planned. I got so sick I hardly survived. Everything was going fine, and but as you know, nobody can travel. So my mom
Hmm.
couldn't come to support me when I gave a birth, neither she could come after. So the idea was they will come, they will look after Eliza with us, and it'll be great support to have family, right? But nothing happened like that. uh, Plus my pregnancy was very difficult, and after pregnancy I was recovering well, then my husband got suddenly sick. I knew I had to go back to my job, but I knew I can't go back. There was no way I could go back in 6 months, so I had to extend my leave. And when you extend your maternity leave, you know it's unpaid.
Yeah,
So, and running a house in one salary is very difficult these days.
especially
Um,
in foreign
yeah,
countries. Yeah,
it's honestly
yeah,
it's not a luxury to both the partner has to work. It's a necessity.
yeah.
So same, I'm
Absolutely.
not different than any other. Everything was going good. We were adjusting to the new world, being the parents, and then suddenly one day my husband was very sick, and then he was diagnosed with something which nobody want to hear it. We literally thought like we were still struggling. Like I was on unpaid leave, and in fact he was saying that you're still not well, you're recovering, so it's better you take year leave. uh, but then suddenly it was, I think, 5.5 months. I was about to go back from my maternity leave, but still. mentally it was so exhausting, the news what happened to us, that I still couldn't go back to my leave. But one income was not enough, and on top of that, the person who was earning the income got sick.
Mm.
So he was getting better. Some Whenever he was getting better, he was trying hard, he was going back to his job. But that, to see him go job during COVID, especially when he has is at the risk, it was killing me every day. Like I was like,
Mm.
you know that thought, like, I'm not being fair to him. He's sick and he's going because he knows I'm not working right now. So I forced myself and I went back to my work. It was working from home. I love what I do, so I was doing my job, but with baby, it was very hard, and it was mentally very exhausting for the whole family what we were going through that time. So I was literally looking for every single day that what can I do, where, for example, if my husband is sick, I have to look after him, but at the same time I have to earn as well, and
Yeah.
same for my daughter. So it wasn't, the job was good, everything is good, I love what I do, but it wasn't working out for my family, and I needed something very badly, not just for the short term, but I wanted something which is a long term solution for us. So same, like all of us, I think, have a same story. And I didn't want to send her to childcare at all, because if she goes to childcare, first thing, it was a COVID time. Being a first time mom, you're too
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah.
On
And
top
then
of
it
that,
is very expensive as well, right? Childcare.
expensive as well. And the third thing
Costly.
is, like, even if I work and send her to childcare, it's not going to make any sense, right? And on top of that, if she, when kids go to childcare, there have been so many viruses and
Oh,
things like that, right?
I know it. I mean, I sent her just 3 days, and it's an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
Every other week she gets some viruses,
Mhm.
and I'm
Bugs.
affected then. So
Yeah.
it's very bad.
So that's the situation. So we couldn't think of sending her at all, not just for her, for all of us, and especially for my husband, because if she bring any virus and if he gets sick, that can be life threatening. So we
Absolutely.
decided, I'm definitely not going. Like, I started working back, but it was so exhausting. So, like, I didn't want to just sit down and
Mm.
relax, because I didn't have the choice. I have to look for something. So every day I was looking for something which I can do from home, and which allows me the time and flexibility where, you know that meet my family needs for that particular time. And somehow I think God answered that. So yeah, I came across one ad on social media one day, and that's how I started this business. And that was my reason to start. So basically, my family, my husband, sickness, of course, and my daughter, because no matter what, life has to go on, and we need to have
Yeah.
a plan B. So I was still working, but I thought, I knew that this type of work I can't continue with my family current circumstances.
Yeah.
So I have to have something in place, and that's why I started this.
Wow, that's really,
Yeah,
really very, very. I think you've gone through a very, very tough situation,
yeah,
and
it
I
was
guess this business has come as like a
God
ray of
sent.
godsend and a ray of
Yeah,
hope and light. I think light
definitely.
in your life. I mean, I can also resonate with you because I also started when I was on maternity leave, and my my reason were pretty much the same as yours, in the sense, from a family perspective. Even I was thinking, because there were so many job losses happening during COVID
Yeah,
here, and then my company was also like laying off employees, and
yeah,
me being a new mom that time, I was like super scared, thinking
yeah.
about our finances. How, we have so many liabilities here now. How would we
True.
take care of that? So that's when I realized that a side hustle is not like
It's a
a
must thing now.
luxury.
Not anymore.
It's like a career insurance. It's kind of
Yeah,
like a career insurance you
that's.
need
I
to
think
have.
that's the right word.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
in
um,
current scenario, definitely. Yeah,
yeah, it is definitely like a career insurance, because in spite of having being on a permanent job, I
yeah,
had like repeated interviews for the same role to secure my position in the same company. So that was like so frustrating, like proving myself again and again.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it. This business is definitely an answer to so many of our life challenges. Like you had your
Yes.
family, and
Yeah.
you wanted to like stay home and work on something. Me,
Yeah.
me also pretty much the same. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. Very, very
No,
inspiring.
my pleasure.
Um, let's go to the second question now.
Sure.
So can you tell our viewers what is this business about and how long have you been doing this business? So I come across this question a lot, that
Yeah.
what are we doing? What is the business about?
Sorry.
So yeah, if you can explain that, please.
So there can't be a one answer to this question, to be honest, because in simple, we are doing online digital business. We market the brand we create for ourselves, and this business is a model we actually market, and that's how basically we inspire like-minded people who really wanted to be into business or do something for themselves, and they don't know what to do, they're not sure where to start. Because even to do, for example, if I buy any franchisee, uh, like I will get some structure to follow, right? But then in the end of the day, where the product comes from, what services I'm going to do, everything is, it's on you. And then
Yes.
not everybody is business minded. I was definitely not. So
Same here.
yeah,
Yeah.
whole life I did a job, and
Yeah.
till today, sometime I have to pinch myself that I'm doing business, because I never thought I can. I always think that I cannot. So this business is all about branding and marketing, digital marketing using social media, and help setting up business for the like-minded people who really wanted to jump into the business line, but they don't know where to start, what to use, what tools they need, what support they need. So it's a package basically. It's not just you can't say like there is some coaching program as well in the market, but this business model is totally different. So in one way, we teach people to create their own brand, and we also help them support sorting out, what company they want to work with or what product will be involved. But there's no selling involved. We don't sell anything in this business at all. It's basically the business model and the support after you set up your business. So that's what attracts me into it, because I can't do sales. So, and I'm not a business person as well, but
Yeah.
that's why this business suits everybody, because it's
Abs-
a complete package. And-
Absolutely.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's to answer to your question, how long I'm into this. So almost it's going to be a year. I didn't thought I will gonna last this longer, but by God grace, I am still in, and I will. This now after me, she's gonna look after, as we can pass on this to next generation.
Absolutely.
So look now, she's on training already. So she's doing everything with me, because it's not just one thing. And they say first 5 year of toddlers, Eliza, calm down. So first 5 years are very crucial. They learn everything from their environment,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
she's with me 24/7, and she see
Yeah.
me answering inquiries or whatever I do. So she's part of me now. So
Absolutely.
so when she gonna get this business after I'm gone, she'll be absolutely ready. So this is also advantage, and of course it's a part of business model, because you can
Yes.
pass on to the generation.
Yes.
Wherein if I open a cafe, if I'm gone, and the liabilities are still there, once I'm gone, the bank's gonna come and sell the cafe, take everything, and my kids gonna get nothing. uh, so yes, it's a complete package,
All
which
right.
yeah.
You've explained it really nicely. Just adding something to
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
explanation here is, so we usually get this this question from our leads, that what are we, okay, what are we selling? Are we selling something here? Right? So there is no product selling here. So we are,
No.
like you said, we are branding ourselves. We are basically branding the business model, branding and marketing and advertising the business opportunity through social media platforms like Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Google, TikTok, Pinterest, and all these trainings of how to do the branding, how to do
Sorry.
the that's fine, no worries. How to do the branding, how to do um, the advertisement of these of this platform is taught in the training. So that's why, like you said, it's like a complete package. It's a
Yeah.
complete package, so you don't have to worry about the systems. You don't have to worry about the training. You have to basically come on board, learn, and
Yeah.
leverage the knowledge to build your business. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's
And be
like
coachable.
yes, and be coachable, be committed.
Yeah.
So if you have these qualities in you,
Yeah.
so thank you so much for the explanation. Very very well said. All right then. Quickly moving to the next question. So how has this business changed your life?
To be honest, on this point, I can spend whole night saying so many things. So to be honest, as if you guys heard me before saying, uh, I started this business where we were at the very, very lowest in our life. uh, so many things happened in 2020. The best thing was, of course, our daughter, which was we wanted so badly, but the same time the whole process, being getting pregnant and everything, it was very, very life threatening for me as well. And then I said, so mentally I was struggling. I was already struggling when I had Eliza, and I couldn't manage myself alone. Even though I have my in laws who's local and they were supporting me whatever way they can, but they're old as well, and it was a COVID time. So everybody was scared, and there was a curfew time. Even the family was
Hmm.
not allowed to meet anyone. So it was very, very mentally exhausting. I was kind of literally going into depression, to be honest, and I used to get scared of everything. So this business financially, of course, when you do something, you definitely want to earn, right? But at the same time, mentally and personal growth is equally important. Like if you're
Absolutely.
mentally not doing right, no matter how much money you have or how good position you can't sustain that,
You
right?
can't sustain. Yeah.
Yeah, so you might get it, you might can clear good interviews and get into a very high paid
Yeah.
job, but if you're not mentally right, or not happy what you're doing, or not at happy place in your life, you can't survive for longer. So
Absolutely.
I started my business at my lowest. My confidence level was zero, even going back to my own job, because I was a mother. My role, I when I went on maternity, I was a single worker, like,
Hmm.
employee
Hmm.
who's 100% productive, because the only focus is work, work, work. But when you go back after maternity leave, your life is different. Even though you want to give you 100%, but how can you're a human, how can you remove those feelings or emotions which just recently has been developed, and you're still settling? Like 6 months or 1 year after maternity is not enough time to adjust
Absolutely.
with the new life, right? So
Yeah.
when you go back to your job, they expect, like, even if I'm employer, I will expect people to work and give their 100% mentally and physically and emotionally. But that can't, honestly, no one, like, if people say they can do it when they are mentally not feeling or emotionally not feeling strong, they're lying. It's not possible. And I struggled a lot. So yes, this business has gave me, so, like, I literally, even till today, sometime my days are, I would say that it has just changed overnight. It's a slow process, but this business has given me a hope. This business has given me my confidence back. I started to see myself coming up as professionally. To be honest, at one stage I decided that I'm going to take a break from my work, like I was doing, but it was so mentally exhausting and
Exhausting. Yeah.
personally, emotionally so exhausting that I'm a very career oriented girl. I never wanted to no, not working. But at the
Hmm.
same time, and especially, person thinking when that, like, I had to work more than what I was doing because my husband is sick now and he was
Yeah.
earning bread and butter. But then mentally I can't, I like, everyone has a limit, right?
Yeah.
That's where I started, and I got this opportunity, and the whole process, everything, it's a learning curve, and how it changed your perspective, your thinking. I I remember telling my the mentor, my person who introduced me to this business. I became like very negative person that time, and I used to think is that's it, end of everything. Like if my husband is sick now our life is gone. But I lost suddenly, like, I am an independent, successful woman. I can do everything. But that confidence and everything has come up with this business. If this business was not there, I would not have survived. I'm telling you truth. It's live, so I won't be lying. But yes, this business has given me myself back, the confidence that we can have a normal life. Yes, ups and down is a part of life, but you no matter, financially, if you're struggling, and mentally, of course, finance can cause you lots of stress. So when you know that you're doing right and your future is secured, you literally change. And on
Yeah,
top of that, the so much learning, I feel like I spent my whole life, working life, in corporate, and I used to think whatever we do is the best. But when I came to this community, I was impressed, because it's not just one profession. We have people
yeah,
from all over the world,
yeah,
from so many backgrounds. And when we do our monthly meeting or even any webinar we attend, oh my goodness, the experience we get, we cannot
yeah.
get just in staying in one job or in one corporate company,
Absolutely,
right? there's
absolutely.
no there's no comparison. But we
No.
don't know until we experience that. So
Yeah.
as I said, I can talk about this question whole night. So yes, I got my confidence back, I got myself back, and of course, financially, uh, it's no comparison. Like, I know my potential. Like, honestly, this because of this business, I literally gone back and tried another field now, because I have so much time. I literally feel like, I'm doing my business okay, everything is, because you don't need that much time anyway. So I literally jumped into, and I said, no, I should now stop taking break or something, and I should explore something.
Another job. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can say it allows you so many opportunity. Like, you can do anything you want, to be honest. You can
Yeah.
do with your job or without your job, it's totally your
I
choice.
think it has helped you, recognize the potential you had, which you
Yeah.
had, or which you had initially maybe forgotten because of the current state of
Yeah.
situation you had. And then now you are seeing different avenues and you're able to go
Yeah.
back to your other professional career as well, right?
See, to be
So,
honest, when I see you, for example, I
yeah,
always, when I saw you, of course, I we always met online only,
yeah,
but I always saw like you are doing full time job. You
yeah,
have a daughter like my age. I don't see any reason me not working.
absolutely,
So this is
absolutely.
what I felt like. Okay, I needed a break, but that's fine. Like, if
Yeah,
these women can do it, I'm not different than anyone else.
yeah,
For example, my coach, she has two daughters to look after, and
yeah,
she's doing so beautifully, and she's doing full time job. She's running this business and earning like there's no limit. More,
yeah,
like, it surprises me sometimes that people are making more money than their full time job, but they still choose to do their job, uh,
yes.
because they,
Because that time the job is a choice.
yeah,
You know,
choice, right?
it's not
No,
a necessity, and that
yeah,
gets the best part out of them when you don't do something
yeah,
out of force, right? Out of
that's
force.
correct. And you
Right.
enjoy the both because it's your choices, right? So yes,
Absolutely.
this
Because
business,
there are people who like for me also, I can't say that I will not do corporate anymore, but somewhere down the line, I feel that corporate life has also helped me groom myself, right? I'm
yeah,
today where I am is bec- partly because of that as well, although it has its own
definitely,
struggles, whatever it is. But I like that work as well, and I have to be
yeah,
grateful for that work. So if someone asks me to, like, if given a, someone asks me to leave that, I don't think I can leave it completely because I love that job as well. But yeah, it definitely helps me have a safety net through my
yeah,
business, because tomorrow, if that, for some reason, or
Yeah,
for some reason or so, if they decide to like shut the company or anything of that sort, then I
yeah,
have something to fall back on, right? So that is like the best possible thing in our lives, where you have the control in your own hand,
that's great.
rather than the company where you're
That's,
working
yeah,
or your bosses, right? And that
yeah,
is, I think, for me, that is the biggest success and the biggest freedom, when you
definitely.
call the shots, you are the boss of your own life. You go to work because you like doing work,
Yeah,
not because you have to forcibly go and earn money for your family.
that's correct. And just money is not everything. Like, you need to have your social life. You need to, even going to office to give you emotional support as well. You talk to people, you
Yes,
talk to colleagues,
absolutely,
you create your
absolutely.
network. But at the same time, if you always have a worry of, finance in your head, that's it. So now you know the answer. It gives you so much. And now we know, like, if we, like, even if we put 30% what we put in our job, like we put in our job 100%, but out of the 100%, even if we just put 30% into this business, there is no limit where we can reach. So the potential is huge. And of course, that
Absolutely.
just not changed my life, my personal life as well. So when I was in stress, even though my husband was sick, all I was getting so angry. Like, I was finishing my work from home job,
Yeah,
I was always angry with my baby. Like, she's just a baby, but because I couldn't control my emotions and everything was mixed up. So yes, it has, like, we you must have seen my videos. We enjoy our family life, and that's very, very important. So that's
absolutely.
that's the whole life for me, to be honest. We work for our family, right? What's the point
Yeah,
having money if we don't enjoy and just in stress? So if you look at my family, we by God grace, things are in place, and everything has been sorted. Yes, it's a long process. You won't get rich overnight,
yeah,
but even to get the right path is very important, and I'm on that
absolutely.
path. Yeah. So
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Definitely, I totally resonate with whatever you have said. So yeah, thanks for sharing that. So now moving to the next question. So can this business be done by working professionals? So you are still working and a mother of a toddler. So how are you managing all your responsibilities, including the business tasks?
okay, so let me start from here. We have two example in front of here, but we have more than 151,000. Out of that, even if 50% are still professional, I'm saying just 50%, 100%, because most of the work has been, this model is like that most of the work has been taken care by the system once it's set
Yes.
up. Yes,
Yes.
initial stage we need to invest little bit time, but even if you spare 1 or 2 hours a day,
Yeah.
pretty much doable to start with anything you're doing in your life, whether you're running your business or job, or no matter what stage or what professional career you have. Definitely, but again, it's a choice. We have so many people, even doctors and engineer, who chose to retire from their career and do this full time, looking at the potential, right? But as far as doability is concerned, you can pretty much do it because you don't need that much time. You can do it when
Absolutely.
your
Yeah.
kids are sleeping. Like, Eliza goes
Yeah.
to bed at 7:30. uh,
Hmm.
so pretty much when she's at the bed, I just do it, like,
Yeah.
maximum 1 or 2 hour while relaxing and even talking with my husband. You don't really have to sit in front of the computer and just be focused. I watch TV. I do, like, I play piano and I read books as well. So that's my time. Like, when she's in the bed, I generally do it that time or early morning. So like, I started my job, even though before I was working from home, but then I joined the new one now. I started only two few days to start with, because I had so much time. So but maybe in future, who knows if I increase, because to be honest, um, my this work and job, it doesn't impact each other. So I can pretty much do full time if I like, but I still want to give time to Eliza because she's involved in
Yeah.
so many activities
Yeah.
to do together.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really want to force her to go straight away to childcare. So she still doesn't go, but she do so many other activities, and I
Okay.
still want to enjoy that. But
That's
if you
good.
ask me, if I have opportunity, I can do it from tomorrow. So it's pretty much doable. We have nurses, they are doing even two shifts and doing this business part time,
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
so successful that they are
Yeah.
managed to, if they wanted, because few of them are so passionate about their work,
Yeah.
so they're still doing it. But if they don't want tomorrow, they have a option, because now they have a
There are
stable,
nurses who have quit their job after a
yeah,
year of doing this business. So
even,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
So
Yeah.
the potential is there, but as far
Yeah.
as you ask me that if can be done, 100%.
Yeah.
I know one lady, she's into airline industry, so she's flying all the time. Even my coach, so she's from aviation. So they fly and then go to
Yeah.
another country, and then they get work. So she's doing between different countries. So that's
Yeah.
also a plus, because it's worldwide. You
Yeah.
just need an internet
Yeah.
connection. So it's not impacting her job at all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yes,
I mean, if absolutely, that's absolutely very rightly said. Just to add couple of things here is this business. If you compare it with any kind of traditional business out there in the market, the all the overhead tasks or the
yeah,
heavy lifting task is taken care by our system. When I say
yeah,
heavy lifting, meaning the selling, the production, the distribution. So these major chunk of tasks are taken care by our automated system. Not
yes,
only that, our sales system is built and managed for us, so we don't have to worry about any kind of any kind of website build. We don't have to worry about any kind of email campaigns. All these things are created and managed and taken care by our automated system. So that
yeah,
is the reason why a lot of our time is saved, because this is taken care by our system, and we have to just focus on training and learn
yeah,
how to do the branding piece for this
and
business
implement it.
opportunity and implement it. And the training is like very very comprehensive. It's built in a manner like short videos are there. We can watch it at any time
Yeah,
at our own pace. The mastermind sessions which are there, which are hosted every week, those are
yeah,
live sessions, but those are again recorded. So you
yeah,
can every time come back and check those sessions and gain the knowledge from that, and do the business in your own pace and own time.
yeah,
You can basically schedule the time of the work you're doing for the business according to your lifestyle, according to your day-to-day activities. So that is like I think the biggest factor and the
yeah.
biggest blessing of this business, because um, for like you said, we have nurses, we have doctors, and doctors, they don't have the luxury to work from
No,
home like how IT professionals do.
yeah. Same
So
is me. Uh,
if they can, they can go out, do their 12, 13, 14 hour shift, and then come back and work on their business, then
yeah,
I think anyone can do it. Anyone and everyone can do it. It's basically where there is a will, there is a way. If
definitely.
you think you don't have time, then definitely you'll never have time. But if you genuinely, sit and prioritize your day-to-day activities and fit this into that lifestyle, then definitely it is doable. And we have very very good examples in our own team,
Yeah,
testimonials in our own team, who have literally transformed their lives in a span of a year, 6 months, year, wherein after a year they have decided that okay, now it's we don't want to do our full-time job, we can focus more time on this business. So that is something which they
but
have done.
that's the best thing, because when we do the traditional business, we are alone or on our own. So if something goes wrong, we
Yeah.
have to do brainstorming, we have to take the losses and everything. But here, when you literally feel that, something is, you may not be able to understand, there's not one, there is 151,000 people you can learn from.
Yes,
And the
absolutely.
examples, oh my god, nothing can buy that from anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because honestly, like, every time I struggle with anything, I just go back to my business page and I have an answer, even without even approaching anyone. Because you always see someone else also, if they have. And the sharing, like, they share their experiences, the masterminds. That's amazing. Like, honestly, what I saw from traditional businesses is, because my dad is always a business person, and my father-in-law, and even my husband doing business right now. But what I notice is that if one person is doing really great, he will never gonna share his secrets. He's not never gonna share, even the mom, for example. So if you are a professional working, I always ask my girlfriends, how do you manage two kids and time and the job? I used to ask, right? But now, like, no one has a guide to this, but still people doesn't really share their secrets, or I don't know why. But here I've learned that you learn from other people experiences. And even, like, I don't really, if I have to talk anything about toddler or anything related to toddler, I literally know where I have to go, because so many, my own business team member or partner,
Yeah.
they have kids who has grown up, but they have experience in that. So it just not help us. For example, if I'm doing business call, but if I have something which I'm struggling with in regards to my daughter, I can simply ask them. So it's multitasking at a time, right? And you
Yeah.
don't have to be formal, you don't have to
Yeah.
really, it depends how, and
You've
everybody's
made
different.
new friends, right? You've made
Yeah.
new friends. Yeah,
Yeah, so it's
absolutely.
it's definitely manageable with anything you do. But again, it's your choice. Few people has a choice. Like, we have an example in the community, um, who literally decided to get retired before their 30 or 30th birthday, or even 35 or 40. So
Yeah.
yeah, I do regret that. I wish I knew this thing few years ago, because I'm almost going to touch 40. So I do feel that, I jumped in really late, but maybe
It's
that's the
okay.
time. Yeah,
That's fine. God, I truly believe God sends us something, gives us
yeah.
something at the right time when we are ready for it. So
That's correct.
it's okay.
No, but sometimes we are ready, but we just hold ourselves somehow. I don't know, the overthinking sometimes, because sometimes it's too hard to even believe. There's so many things happening. Even myself, I was. Sometimes we believe that is too true. Like, it's hard to believe that there are opportunity, or this type of business model do exist, right? But but if you believe and if you do your due diligence, then yes, definitely. This is the answer, I would say.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you so much. I think we have pretty much covered some of the answers for the next question, but we'll quickly dive into the next question. And if you
Sure.
could like summarize, I know there will be many things which you might like about this
Yeah.
business, but just three quick things which if you could highlight which you like about this business.
So definitely, I would say the one thing is training. Nowhere, like, I have more than 17 now. It's almost 20 years experience
Mhm.
working in corporate and a little bit in customer service department in different sector. I worked in a very professional environment, even, but there's no comparison of the training system we have in place here, because it's because when we professional, it's easy for us to understand the business codes and the language. But if you talk about simple layman or a housewife who never worked, uh, it's different for them to understand, right? But this training system is so simple and designed in a way where anybody can understand easily and catch from where they left before. So that's the best part. The training part is the main thing which attracted me. Second, I know the flexibility. Look, she's sleeping now. It's my business call, but it's not impacting. So, and it's my choice. So flexibility, you can do anything, and this business can be done anytime, whichever suits you. According, it doesn't impact your job. I'm still working. uh, Basically, you can do pretty much everything. And if I answer you, like, flexibility, and you don't need special tools to even run this business. It can be done from your phone or your laptop you must be having at home. Everyone has the internet on their phone and their houses these days, right? So you can pretty much do anytime, and we spend so much time on social media and these platforms. So basically, that was it. And in training as well, it teaches us to how to actually use these social media platform, and make a living out of it. Basically, there are so many expensive courses in the market where people spend money to learn that, and we are privileged that we get to learn everything free through this system. And who can stop you? You can use it for your another businesses as well. For example, if you have a passion in cooking but you're learning some skills here, like you have already learned, you can use and multiply that into your own
Yeah.
business as well. So it's, there's, honestly, if you have to take those courses outside, I know how
Yeah.
costly they are.
Yeah.
So that and the
Absolutely.
community support, as I mentioned before, there's no comparison. When you feel alone, sometimes, like, it's a business. You won't get rich, you won't get answer to everything every time, because it also depends at what state of mind you are at that time. So the community, it pulls you up. I remember in the beginning I was very excited, I was doing, but then again my family situation was still coming with me, and that was weighing me down. But if the community wasn't there, the people like you, people like other, which I never met, and I don't even, sometimes I don't even remember their full name because it's 151,000, but
Yeah.
they are there to support and to get a message from. And I remember your message to me that, ever if you need support, and we never
Yeah.
knew each other, right? But you
Yeah.
saw
We
my
never
some
knew.
interview, and then you
Yeah.
you send me private message, and that support, to be honest, is tremendous. And similarly, like, you're not alone. There are
Yeah.
people to teach you, there are
You
people
have
to
mentor and
support.
coach. So
You have
obviously, this is
mentor
a
and coach.
journey.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, this is a journey. You might come across some hurdles, some questions,
yeah.
but you are not left alone to fetch for it. You have your
Never,
mentor, you have
never.
a mentor and a coach who would be there to guide you, answer your questions, at least show you the right direction, basically. So
Yeah.
definitely that
And
that support
honestly,
in place is there. Yeah.
100%, no comparison, because I saw my dad struggling in his business and trying to find the answer, how to do it, and not having enough knowledge, and not anyone there to support how he struggled and had a losses. Wherein in this business, uh, if there will be loss, to be honest, we should blame ourselves, not implementing, and not giving enough time up to us to learn, but
The
otherwise.
yeah, the I mean, I truly believe the only way to not succeed in this business is literally not doing anything. Just,
True.
giving up and not doing anything. That's the
Yeah,
only way. Apart
yeah,
from that, if you're doing if you're doing your bit, if you're following the training, if you are coachable, following the training and implementing that,
yeah,
then absolutely you will be one of the few that has seen success. But
yeah.
people who literally give up, or don't really do anything at all, that's where the problem lies. So yeah, thanks a
Yeah,
lot for
just
sharing that.
yeah, just to trust the business you have chose, and keep going. And if you struggle, don't worry, everyone struggles. Be open and accept that, and take a help from people. They are there, and
Yes.
they have experience. We might have started, like, I might have started this business. Even I told my team member, like, you are, feel free to contact anyone in the business community and take a help, because end of the day, you're running your business. You, like, I am there always, and I will try and help you get the answer which I don't know. But honestly, we are very lucky and blessed that we have people to share
Yes.
their experiences. So
Yeah.
feel free to use and take a help. It's end of the day everyone's business. So
Yeah.
uh, honestly, that we cannot give, because people don't share their secret, but here we do. So yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
that's honestly 3 points. That's not fair for this business explanation. This question should be like, share 10, 15 at
I
least.
wish we had all the time in the day to discuss, but no, we
Yeah,
don't
that's
have.
okay.
So,
you
all
know
right. So, finally, moving to the last question. What would you say to people who don't believe this business is for them, and are skeptical, because this is online business, right? So there is
so
a little bit of skepticism there in every, not little bit, I think there's a lot of skepticism there in
yeah,
people who are looking into this. So what would you like to tell them?
to be honest, to be even I tell my own people who are interested, even I was skeptical. in the beginning. And when you at very low stage, or your brain always think about negative, that anything good, even good comes, your eyes
Yes.
can't see, your brain can't think. All I can say that we are not here to convince anyone, because we don't do sale, and it's not selling business or anything. uh, if you're really looking for a business, or if you're business minded, even if you're not business minded, I was not, uh, you got to try. And when it comes with money back guarantee, for example, the option we have here, that you have to, once you inquire and watch the webinar, and if you still want to explore further option, then you just pay 149 and see if this business model is for you or no. And if it
Yes.
is not, no one ask any question, you can literally send an email, and you get your money back within 3 to 4 business day. And we are the
Yes.
proof here. Like, I never took a refund or anything, because I was pretty clear that I wanted to
Yeah.
do this badly. But if, like, there are people who do take it and they come back later.
Yeah.
So so you can always explore, like, at least check. Like,
Yes.
149 is not end of the world, right? And plus, it coming with money back guarantee. This such a big
Yes.
company, we're just not working with one company, we are working with multiple. That's the reason we don't even we don't even know which company you're gonna start with, right? But then I would say that at least trust your gut, and explore the option. And if it's not for you, that's fine. Not everything
Yeah.
is for everyone. I
Yeah.
can't sell clothes. I do, like I told you before, that
Yeah.
before joining this business, me and my husband, because he wanted to have a brand, we ordered so many clothes from Thailand. And because of the COVID, our clothes didn't reach on time. And when it reached, it was summertime, and they were winter clothes. When the winter clothes
Oh.
reached, it was summertime. My one
Oh.
room in the house is full of clothes, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, because it doesn't fit me, because we ordered very, like, I was skinny before. So neither I can use them, and it's just not one.
Yeah.
So basically, I can't sell clothes. So many people doing on the Facebook, and I'm not saying that's bad or anything wrong with that, but it's that business model
Yeah.
was not for me. There were
Yeah.
so many ladies, they sell food from home, right? It's their passion. If you ask me, I can't even cook 3 times a meal for my family every day. So that's not for me. So similarly,
Yes.
I can't guarantee anyone that this business can be for them. But yes, they know themselves better. But
Yeah.
if they're really looking for something and real business, then I would say it's better to explore and see yourself, because you're the best judge. Like,
Absolutely.
I might get you influenced into something, but in future, if you don't do, you're gonna think, oh, this girl told me to jump into and I lost my money. But that's not how it works, because we should only do in things where we are passionate enough, and
Yeah.
because we know ourselves. If you're self-driven, if you are happy to learn and have a
Yeah.
little bit patience to run business, because business comes with patience,
Yeah.
uh, and if you can just trust a little bit, then go for it. There is
Absolutely.
yeah,
I mean,
I always,
that's why we have the second step wherein you can see everything for
yeah,
yourself. There's no convincing here.
no,
You don't have to go with what we are saying. You can see
yeah,
everything for
absolutely,
yourself, and then take an informed decision whether this business model, the business
yeah,
idea, the business fits what you were looking for. If for some reason you think it's not, then obviously, like
yeah,
you explained, you can take the refund back. But if this is something which you really want to do, then we are here to help you, we are here to guide you, we are
yeah,
here to onboard you with the next steps and take you through your business journey. But Priya, you rightly mentioned that we are not here to convince anyone.
yeah.
We are here to share this amazing business opportunity with as many people as we can who are looking for a flexible business to run from
and
the
and
comfort of their home.
and I also want people who has desire to help others. That's very
Yes.
important, because
Yes.
you might join the business, but if you just think about yourself, then I think this model is something. If we think about uh, everyone, like, like, I love helping people throughout my even corporate job. I am a people person. I was managing people, and So that's why I love this business model so much, that it allows me. So even if in future I decide to, quit my job permanently, for example, if I had to, I will still have platform where I can help people.
Yeah.
Because when you do something from home, you lose so many opportunity where you can't help even if you want to. So yes, if you have desire to help others, and of course we everyone here is to make money. Why will we do business or look for another? Because we were looking for another source of income, or the main income, whatever your goals are. But yes, you should be open to learn, and have a basic tools basically. But then again, sometimes we got to trust as well, because not everything is on the internet is true, but at the same time not everything's on the internet is
Yeah,
that
you have to
scam.
have that open mindset.
Yeah.
And like you rightly said, very rightly said, that not everything on the internet is scam.
No.
We are showing ourselves, we are showing our faces. If
Yeah.
it would have been a scam, then we wouldn't have been doing that,
No,
right?
of course
And
not.
then, and when you enroll with 149 to check the next steps, you will actually see people who have incorporated their
Yeah.
businesses as well. This is globally registered. The income is taxable.
Yeah.
So, from a legitimacy perspective, you don't have to worry about anything, and you can see these things. Everything you can see. You are not committing to anything when you pay 149. The reason why we take that, why we ask you to pay 149 is to see how serious you are, firstly, and then also to basically it's a one time fee for the training,
if
the
you
sales
if you
system.
decide to
Yeah,
join. Yeah.
one-time fee for the training, which we are providing, the sales system, which will be built and managed for you, and to get all the business details basically. And then, for for some reason, if you think this is not for you, then you can take a refund, because you are not going to utilize anything,
Yeah.
right?
And
If
nobody
you
even, never,
yeah,
no one ask any question
yeah,
why not. Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
your money. If it's not for
absolutely.
you, that's fine, go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So that is, this is like the biggest thing which helped me decide as well when I saw this opportunity, because I saw that it is absolutely risk free. It is risk free.
Yeah.
I have that 30-day trial period where I can check everything, do my due diligence, have that open mindset to first understand what this is. It was some, this business was, I didn't have any knowledge about something like this can exist.
Yeah,
So
true.
for me, the only way to trust this is, I was like thinking that, okay, let's first see what it is before like
Yeah.
jumping to conclusions, before categorizing into an MLM, or related to Amway or something of that sort, which
No, it's
usually
not.
people have
Yeah.
that negative
Right.
mindset. I
It
went
like,
with an open mind and
well,
checked everything.
I don't
Absolutely.
blame them, because there are so many things happening there. You won't believe. Even I was skeptical. My husband told me that, because he knows I want to do it, and he knows that that can help me. So he was saying, "Why don't you try? Like, it's just 149, right? And they are telling you over and over that this will come back." And this is not a
Yeah,
small company. They're going to run away with that 149 USD dollar, right? That's nothing basically. But why don't you just try? And because you're not losing anything. And because of him, I literally jumped in. Otherwise, I was also thinking the same, because when you, after, because you want to do something, I was also looking for something which is legal, because we are migrant. Like, I'm migrant, right? My husband and my daughter is Australian, but I don't want to do or get involved in any activity or anything like
absolutely.
that unknowingly,
Which
which
will
can
hamper
involve,
your
right? Because
future. Yeah.
my family is here. I can't, if I have to go back, I can't. My whole family is here, right? So that was very, very important factor for myself, that I wanted to something which is 100% legal. And I love paying taxes, because we live in country, and we need to contribute our share. That helps other people as well, and of course when we need it, that's there for us as well. So I definitely, but I did do a search, and then of course this was the answer. Me and my husband both searched about it. And when I, of course, after paying 149, you get access to all the community page as well, which has helped me get more confidence and trust, because I saw so many people from Australia are already doing it. which I would
Hmm.
not have known before that, right? But when I saw it, what I found out is there was a lady who's hardly 5 kilometers away from me, and I never knew that,
Okay.
something like that exists. So you have option to check with your local people,
Yeah.
because when you pay 149, get access to that page as well, where you can literally check by yourself and do your due diligence. So
Yeah.
that's what I did, that's what you did, and that's what I think everyone do. But yes, I understand it feels scary because there's so many things happening, and few people has a actual financially. But all I can say is the real business does come with a little bit of investment. Nothing comes for free, and if something comes for free, I'm sorry, but that won't be long lasting unless you're ready to lose something, right? So yes, this is the only advice I can give to people, that don't overthink. And honestly, sometimes we miss the opportunity which is just right in front of us. Uh, and later we just have to regret. And I did knew about this business like before even Eliza, but I was the same. I never took it seriously, but when I saw people that the ad that came again, maybe that was the right time. But then
Okay.
everything, but yes, till the time 149 wasn't paid, even I wasn't very clear. So yes, I knew that people was doing it, people are successful, but I only got to know everything in detail, and I was able to make a decision when I paid 149. It was pretty much clear. So within 1 or 2 days I just said I'm ready to start.
That's
So
amazing.
that gives clear picture to you that you don't have to just waste or wait for 30 days. Once you pay, check the system. It doesn't take that long anyway, but you can still take 2 3 days, 4 days, or even 30 days. It's up to you. For me, it was straightforward that these were my questions, answers are just there, and now it's up to me. So yes,
Yeah.
today I'm here and I'm gonna be here forever. And after me, I'm very happy and thankful and grateful to the god for showing me this opportunity, which I can pass on to her. I might not be able to pass on the experience I get from my job, or my professional career. I can't, even if I become CEO of a different company, I can't give my position to her or to my husband, for example. But I can definitely make her
Leave it as a
CEO of this
legacy. Yeah.
company. And
Absolutely.
honestly, she's learning and I'm very proud of her. Like, if my whenever I get a notification about anything about my business, and she knows this is not personal, because I set a different tone and she said, "Mom, your work," and I get so happy. And she's just 2 years old, so I'm happy that she's learning, and that's what I always wanted.
That's
So
good.
I'm happy.
That's
That's
so
why I never wanted to do a clothes selling business, something like. I know, no offense for others who are doing it, but I didn't want to do it. I wanted to do something, the business which gives me little professional feeling as well. And plus, people are very fair and transparent. The whole community is very transparent in their approach, the rules and policy and regulation, which I'm very impressed and happy. So
all
that's
right.
pretty much, yeah.
Thank you so much, Priya. It was really, really nice speaking with you and sharing
Same here.
all your all sharing the answers to so many questions I asked you, and your business journey and your experience. Thank you
You
so
can
much.
you can see. I honestly, I can talk about this business whole day. I
I
Because
mean,
I love this
we
business.
yeah, it's 1 hour now. I think this is the longest
I know,
interview I've ever did, but that's
and
absolutely fine.
I'm
It
sorry.
shows
Like,
it shows your true sense,
passion.
your
Yeah,
passion, your true
yeah.
sense, your true feelings. So that's absolutely
To be
fine.
honest, my feelings are very strong. If I don't like anything, you will see on my face. You literally will see on my face. But touch wood, like, yes, I won't say that you will see me like this always. There will be up and down sometime. You need to have a little bit, but yes, eventually the flexibility, you can always take a break and
Yeah,
then start, and you will not go anywhere. You will start from where you were.
yeah,
So
absolutely,
that's the best part,
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So I'm not going to take much of your time because I can see your daughter is
Sleep.
already gone to sleep.
It was
So
her sleeping time.
just wrapping up this interview and just sharing the next steps with our
Yeah.
followers. So if you want to explore more about this digital business, you must have already seen the webinar, and then the next step is you connect with your mentor or coach who has invited you to this group and pay the 149. Once you pay the 149, it's absolutely risk free, it's refundable. You have 30 days. You can check the entire business model, and once you check the business model, you will be able, you'll obviously, you will have more questions. You can note down all your
Yeah.
questions and then take a call with your coach, and then come to a decision that whether you feel this is for you or not. So absolutely, this is there's no harm in checking this out. So
Yeah.
yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for your time, Priya.
Thank
So
you.
I didn't check any of the comments. There were so many people who joined us. I'm going to quickly go through the comments,
Sure.
just like one couple of more seconds. So okay, Miriam has joined from US.
US.
Hi,
Hi,
hi
Miriam.
Miriam. Sheetal has joined from Abu Dhabi, UAE. Hi,
See?
Sheetal. I don't know who this person is. Hey, lovely ladies, just joined in watching from
From
Dubai. Okay,
Dubai.
all right. Sheetal is saying this business is for anyone who has the will to do something for themselves and their family. I'm an educator by
100%.
profession and run this awesome business successfully.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
Sheetal, for sharing that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right. So I think that's all. Let's wrap up here. And thanks a lot, everyone, for joining in. And happy Sunday to all of you.
Yeah,
Bye.
happy weekend. Bye bye. Thank you for having me one more time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.